Hello, and welcome here at Drummer's Living Room. This is my first video of this whole project, and I'd like to cover a subject here which I think is underrated in many ways. So, this subject is going to be posture. I think posture is important for a lot of different things concerning your playing and health, but yeah, I'll tell you more about that later. So I'd say let's get to work, and I'd like to show you some things, so let's get to the drums. So here we are, sitting at the drum kit, or just on the chair for right now, because I just like to explain some basics of seating posture at first, because I think this is really where it all starts. Your whole healthy drumming and playing really starts with good seating posture. It's important to know that we're somewhat divided in two when we're drumming. So we have our whole upper body, the entire weight of our upper body, arms and head and all that, which has to really rest on our pelvis and with that on the chair. So our pelvis really has to carry our whole upper body's weight. Even when we use our legs, for instance, and play with our feet. So if we have that upper body's weight resting on our pelvis, we can really move our feet much more easily. Now the weight of our legs and our feet, we put that into the floor and we balance that on the floor and on our pedals. But no weight of our upper body has to rest on our feet. So we have to really make that division, which is very important. So if you look at good drummers like Brendan Buckley from Shakira or Kenny Aronoff, these guys really have great posture as well. So you can look at that just to get a little comparison. Now, if you look at how that looks from the side, you'll see my back is pretty straight, and my pelvis is slightly backwards. It's kind of behind my back, which is good because that shows that my pelvis, which is basically a bony thing, is flat. It's like a bowl with a flat floor that our upper body's weight can rest upon. That's pretty important. So if I have that basic posture right, I can move my feet and my legs much better. Alright, so if I look at my students, a lot of times I see postures which are not so good. They're sitting kind of slack and they're holding the sticks like that, and so there's no balance really happening, or no sound as well, and you don't get the basic control that you need. Others, of course, are really tense. You might have seen that as well. This is not what we're aiming at either, of course. And I just think that knowing something about posture can really help you out there too. And I show my students some exercises if I think it's helpful about this. And one that has been successful for me is if you just sit slack, the way it shouldn't be really. You start off in that position and then you imagine that somebody attaches a string to your rib cage or to your chest bone, and then they pull there, and your chest bone starts sliding forward, straight forward, until you're really upright and balanced, until you feel that you're feeling really upright, balanced, and relaxed and controlled. This is really important in drumming. Relaxed and controlled. So if something feels relaxed and controlled, you're basically doing it right. All right. All right. I've sat down behind the drum kit now, and you can see my upper body mainly right now, because I just like to show you how it looks when I use my feet a lot and I sit right. And you will just see that my upper body still rests pretty quietly and still, and doesn't move that much. So if you're sitting right, you're balanced as well on your chair. And the muscles that are important in this, maybe to mention on the side, are those on the inner side of your abdominal area, like your pelvic floor. So these help you out there. Okay, let's just play a little beat with the samba ostinato. It looks like that, sounds like that. So you see my upper body rests pretty quietly now, although my feet play a pretty complex figure actually. Alright, so just look how that looks on my upper body when I play the whole beat. Alright, so working with your feet really means also being balanced on your chair and in your upper body. So you need a good, basic and stable seating position. This is where it all starts. So when you've done that, you can start moving your feet around. You can do that just on the floor to get a feeling for it. Just let your feet play a little bit. Start doing that from your ankle. Don't use your hips. It all really starts from your ankle with your foot technique. Also, if you lift your feet, it really starts, or lift your legs, it really starts with your ankle. This is really where it comes from. So just start doing some slow motions as you see here, and just stay relaxed and balanced and quiet in your upper body. You can get a little faster, forward, backward, to the side, as you see right now, and do a little foot dance, so to speak. And on your upper body, you just stay relaxed and controlled, as I said. And don't try to actively hold yourself, but just develop a feeling for balance. If you have the right posture, you will develop that feeling. So, and as I said, it really comes from a good and stable seating position. So that's the seating position is really the key to that. All right, in order to give you a little summary, one exercise is sitting slack, as you see right now, and you imagine this string attached to your chest bone and somebody's pulling forward until you're upward and balanced and relaxed. And then when you have that, you can start moving your feet around. It will feel slightly different on the pedals, just so you know, but the basic mechanics are really the same, so you can develop this feeling for balance also on the pedals. Also, it is important to not sit too low, because if you're sitting too low, your mobility in your hips will be inhibited by that. And so your thighs should more actually look downward from your center, from your hips downward. Yeah. So try the exercises for yourself and let me know if they've been helpful. You can drop me a line in the comment section, of course, or write me an email on drummerslivingroom@gmail.com. Questions, feedback, any wishes for other subjects that you'd like me to cover, just let me know. And I'd gladly answer all your questions, of course. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching and see you next time.